It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. But there you go. Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Room to run past midfield. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Breeze going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard.
Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shape things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Room here to run. And now the rookie's free. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. 7-7, our score after 1. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Breeze. This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have taken the lead. Bucks with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Rolling to his right. He's got his man Sharp complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll hand it off to Bush. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Play action. Breeze. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Breeze now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd down, it's Bush. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 136 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On play action, it's Breeze. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Saints. Jimmy Graham from 10 yards out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
It's caught outright by Graham. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
And this still will be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Breeze. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, it's Bush. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd down at 7. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Breeze to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action. Now Breeze. Steps away. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
99 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Rodgers throwing here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Hands it off out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
It's about that time.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.